Okay guys, I left you off on problem 8. For problem 9, I just kept 5 over 4 as a fraction, and then I subtracted 3 minus 1 and got g to the second, and then 4 take away 5 would be s to the negative 1, all to the third power. So now I'm actually going to distribute this 3. 5 to the third power is 125, and then that would be g to the 6th power, over 4 to the third power is 64. 3 times negative 1 would be s to the negative 3. Now the only thing left to do is go ahead and I'm going to just leave these two numbers as is. Sorry. And then g to the 6th power is fine. I don't like this s to the negative 3, so I'm just going to move it up so it becomes a positive 3, and this becomes the solution for number 9. 10, multiply your coefficients first. 5 times 4 is 20, and then 6 plus negative 6 is w to the 0 power. Anything to the 0 power is just 1. So this becomes, instead of 20 times w to the 0 power, it becomes 20 times 1, which is just 20. C to the 1st times c to the 6th is c to the 7th power. And then last one on this page, because you note we have an arrow here, I'm just going to go ahead and simplify what's inside the fraction. So 6/7, can't really do much with that. B to the 4th minus b to the 6th is b to the negative 2. Z to the 2nd divided by z to the 3rd is z to the negative 1, and this is all to the, all to the 2nd power. So then I put everything to the 2nd power. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, that's so shaky. So it becomes 36 over 49. Negative 2 times 2 is b to the negative 4th. Negative 1 times 2, z to the negative 2. Everything that has a negative exponent just goes down to the denominator. So the 36 is good. The 49 is good. And then it becomes b to the 4th, c to the 2nd. Okay, and that's for exponents. Also for your ELT, we have a review finding area and perimeter. So remember, with area, we multiply. So to find the area of the rectangle, I would multiply this times this. So I'm going to set up my problem. 3x to the 2nd times zx to the 5th y to the 2nd. And I get 21x to the 7th y to the 2nd, and that's the area. Perimeter, I'm adding. Remember, I can only add things that are like terms. So since I'm adding, the only two things I can combine are this. So 3x squared plus 3x squared equals 6x squared plus 2xy to the 3rd plus 4x squared y to the 3rd. Now because these two aren't the same, we can't combine them. So the way to write the perimeter would be just like this. The only two terms I could combine were this and this because they had the same variable and the same exponent. For this one, again, we're finding the area. 6 times 4 is 24. X to the 3rd times x to the 7th is x to the 10th.